good news is everyone goes home at the end of the day. That's what we like.
That's always good news, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thankful things turned out well.
Appreciate you guys
Where were
stopping
they
by.
going to set up?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think they're doing a lot of their live hits right now. So, do you have comments for everybody, or do you want to do it one time? Or
Yeah, we're going to do it all at one
sounds
time.
good.
If anybody wanted, we'll do it. Because I knew they was coming on at 5, so
Yeah.
I said I'll come out at 5.
I think. See if we can get set up. Looks like we're going to get a presser. Okay, so. Okay, I'm going to leave that right there. Let's check this, see if it's working. The sheriff is here. Good. You good? You can get right up here if you need.
Okay. Well, you can fire back up. This power You'll be next meeting. Next meeting. Let's talk about that happen here. Right now. Yep.
We're good. If you get around here, you're good.
Try to get as close as you can because I don't have a microphone.
Okay. Do you have anything magnetic?
Okay.
One more. Thank you.
You can go ahead. At this time, the Bertie County Sheriff's Office would like to share additional information
regarding today's events. I am relieved to report that the situation concluded safely around 2 o'clock p.m. today with minimum injuries. Okay? Again, I am relieved to report that the situation concluded safely around 2 o'clock p.m. With minimal injuries. Okay? Now that the incident has concluded, the investigation into what occurred and how it happened is just beginning. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations and the Federal Bureau of Investigations will be conducting interviews and investigations with all parties that are involved in the coming days. I would say that this investigation could go on for several days. So we ask that everyone be patient with us, and as the investigation go on, we will continue to provide updates to our community with the incidents that have occurred here at the Bert T. Martin Regional Jail. We will say that all correctional officers and inmates has been accounted for. I also want to make sure that I clarify that the Bert T. Martin Regional Jail Detention Center is an independent agency and it's not operated by the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office nor the Martin County Sheriff's Office. It is a regional jail and it is an independent agency. But by the jail being in Berkeley County, the investigation falls under the Berkeley County Sheriff. Okay? There's a lot of questions about conditions of the jail, a lot of questions about staffing at the jail. And those are things that I do not have because I'm not over the jail. But as the investigation goes on, we will unfold those things and we will, as always, be transparent with the public to get you those answers that may concern families, that may concern friends, and that may concern the community. I want to express my sincere gratitude to all of the agencies that responded and assisted in any way. These partnerships are essential in ensuring an effective response to situations like the one we've experienced today. I am truly thankful for everyone who contributed their time, their effort, and their support. I want to thank the community. And I want the community to know that as your county sheriff, that I am committed to the citizens of Berkeley County. And this incident that occurred today will be thoroughly investigated. I will continue to provide updates, and I ask for the patience and the days ahead as we work to fully understand the events that took place and take necessary steps to ensure something like this does not happen again. I will continue to provide updates. At this moment, I don't know what time, as we have just began the investigation in the jail, and we will continue to communicate with all of our media outlets so that our media will be able to get the information out to our public, and we will continue to communicate with the public. We'll say that the only place that you will be able to get factual information from would be the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office or the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation page. Okay? Any other place could be false, misleading, and not true. So we appreciate everyone's patience, and for any questions that I may be able to answer, I'll try to answer a few questions if it's something that I'm aware of. Again, we're in the early stages of this investigation.
Sheriff, if the detention center is a regional collaborative independent investigator who got charged, who technically oversees that on the staff?
Yes, sir. By it being a regional jail, this is a case where it's Burt T. Martin, and you have people that are appointed by the Board of Commissioners from Burt T. and Martin, and they are called the jail board. And then the jail board hires or appoints a director, and the director is the one that oversees the jail board and answers directly to the jail board and not to the county sheriff of Burt T. nor Martin.
Given your front-facing role in this investigation, how much will you be looking at staffing and other issues, even though that's not necessarily your responsibility, but it's under your charge?
Repeat the question.
How much will you be looking at staffing and the amount of people, 3 guards to 88 inmates at the time? What all in terms of protocols will you be assessing?
I'm honestly, at this moment, again, those are, too early to answer those questions. Again, by me not being overseeing the jail, I'm not for sure about the officer to inmate ratio, and so I'm not for sure if that is a common ratio or not. Again, we will get those answers in the coming days and release it to the public.
Hey, Sheriff.
Will the
We
ones
can.
that were working go back to work today, or the one staff members that were working?
They are assisting at other facilities.
So they are still working.
Yes.
Sheriff, we can see the building sustained some damage to the Sallyport door. Is there additional damage inside the building? Can you tell us anything about that?
Yes, there is additional damage inside of the building. We had to send SWAT teams inside of the facility, and so there is damage inside of the facility. We will assess those facilities and see how much damage is inside of those facilities.
So no inmates remain in that jail, right?
No inmates remain in the Burt T. Martin Regional Jail.
Where were the inmates transported
They have been transported to a secure facility at this moment.
to? How are you officially heard what's going on?
I received a call this morning, somewhere around 5-ish, 5:30 area, and to let me know what was going on. And at the time, our deputies had already arrived on scene. And again, I think, as we stated this morning, they were not able to get inside of the facility because it was locked. And so the rest of them set perimeter until we can get other resources here. But I can promise you this is not a call that you will want to receive at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Can you tell us a little bit about the injuries? Were any inmates injured or
I
the
have not
corrections?
directly seen or talked to the inmates. I have spoken with the correctional officers. They are okay, and they are receiving treatment.
I know you're not in charge of this facility, but do you know what level offenders or what sort of crimes are there?
The offenders, in a jail, we have lower level offenders, and they also have offenders that, have also been charged with things up to murder. But again, right now, through our investigations and through our interviews, we are identifying those people who may have been involved, and we're working extremely hard at this time so we can keep our community updated.
And are you at liberty to say right now, if we're talking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a dozen inmates involved in something like this?
At this moment, I do not know, and I do not want to speak too fast about how many may have been involved. We have conducted interviews at this time to try to unfold the events that occurred this morning.
Is there anything to indicate early on that there's been substantive prior planning on the part of inmates before all this happened?
To my knowledge, I have no knowledge that there was anything prior planned to do this. We will continue to communicate with all of our media outlets to keep you updated when we'll give releases. And again, the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, PIO, is doing most of our communication. If you would direct all of your communications directly to the FBI, and then they will contact you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Very much.
Welcome, thank you, Sheriff.
Can I?
Thank you.
All right, so you just heard it there. We just had a press conference here, just outside, just down the road from the jail. You can see For those of the media that stuck around, there's a few people remaining. But appreciate the sheriff coming out, giving us an update and letting us know exactly where they stand on the investigation, who was over the jail. That's interesting. That's a fact I didn't have, that this was an independent agency that was managing the jail, not necessarily directly under the sheriff's control. But big shout out to them for Bertie County for keeping us updated on that one. So, all right. With that done, I think that's going to be it for the day. You guys need anything else? Why is the FBI involved? Probably because of the level of offenders that might be involved in this. Could be a serious situation. How quickly it can escalate. You don't joke around with a situation like that, and you bring all your manpower. So, all right, you guys, I am going to pack it up and pack it in. I'll show you one more time. The jail is just right down here. That's it at the end of the road. And you can see a few people still standing around out there talking about how this went down. We've got also over here, you can see the damage on the outside of the building. The sheriff did confirm that there was additional damage on the inside of the building as well. So this might be some time before this facility is restored to operation. But y'all, it's been awesome. It's been fun. Thank you so much for letting me bail on my day job and come up here and do something I love, which was report, follow news on the ground as it happens. So what they say about injuries, no specifics, but all minor, nothing serious. Doesn't know if any of the inmates were injured, which means it sounds like the corrections officers were. So awesome. You guys, thank you all. If you enjoyed this, I'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel. If you stole this and used it on your YouTube page, I'd love it if you gave me a shout out and send people back my way. There's more of this to come, and if you want to get it straight from the source, Recovery Addict on YouTube, Top Mark Media on YouTube. You can find me at Top Mark. You can find Top Mark Media online on our website. You can find us also on all the social medias, on X, on Facebook, and probably Instagram even. I don't know. You need oxygen. I have oxygen actually with me. It might be actually in the other vehicle, like canned oxygen. But it is smoking hot out here. It's smoking hot. Let me shut everything down. Let's flip that around. Look at this. I'm cooked. All right. All right. One last view. The sheriff goes back into his office. He's got a very nice Suburban right there. And he gets the prime parking spot too, right next to the building. Let's see if he goes in the front door. Let's see if we can catch that. Another bug. There might be a side door he goes in. Looks like he might go in the side door. We'll keep it right there just for a minute. Well, proof of concept, our equipment works. It works when I use it properly. So this is how we kept everything going. Big shout out to Jackery. Jackery, I'd love to be a sponsor, or I'd love you to sponsor our. I'm already a sponsor of you. I'd love for you to sponsor the channel. This will help us to do more. This particular battery is still at 39%. It's got 2.5 hours left on it. That's the 1000. It's running everything in our mobile rack, from the 4K 20 channel switcher, all our media, monitors, the HyperDeck recorders as well as the encoders that send this out to YouTube. It's charging my laptop, it's running the controller, it's running our PTZ camera, and the Starlink. So it's doing it all. Jackery, not a sponsor, but hit me up. All right, that said, we're gonna shut down the feed. Oh, there's the sheriff going in right now. It says it's got no guns allowed on the door. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna shut down the Top Mark Media feed. We're gonna also shut down this feed. Thank you for all those who sent super chats and super thanks and trophies and gifts and everything. This isn't cheap to run, and that helps make it be possible. So appreciate you so much. Look forward to being back in the studio in a little bit. We're going to be catching up on the Tennessee trial, the Blaze Taylor trial, here shortly. Probably tomorrow we're going to do as much catch up as we can. And then we're going to be obviously keeping our ear to the ground for more opportunities to go out on the road and bring you news from where it's happening. Because that's just so much fun. You guys, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone to make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again tomorrow morning about 9:30. I think it's going to be our start time. We'll see you. Be safe. Bye.